Hey yo, what's going on? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, baby, we got the Italia GTB in this video. It is the Italia GTB versus the Italia GTB Custom. All right, is it worth it to buy this car? Is it worth it to buy the custom with the Benny's upgrade? All these different things, you know what I mean? So we do a straight line speed test. I have a surprise for you guys in here as well. I race it against. I verse it against the Italia GTB Custom on a circuit track. So we have an idea of a top line speed, which one's better, and we have an idea of which one's better around a circuit, and that's going to be very, very surprising. Listen, I know this video is longer. I know it's a 10-minute video. I get it. I know I hate that I had to do that, but there is a lot of information in this. There's a lot of stuff we can go over. With that being said, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for the ills and reals content in the game, and make sure you smash that like button. I mean, come on, look at this whip though. I love the way this car looks. This is the Progen Italia GTB. It looks fire. I'm going to be going over the performance with the standard Italia GTB and the performance with the Italia GTB Custom. And I'll have more videos on this coming out too, with the custom versus other custom vehicles a little bit later on. But at first glance, at first look, this car is gorgy. I love it. Do a real quick test. It is all-wheel drive, and that does not change when you do the Benny's upgrade. For example, the Nero switched out. It was rear wheel. When you did the Benny's upgrade, it became all-wheel. So right now we're going to jump right into it. This is a versus straight line top speed test. This is on my track, top line speed test track. I extended it. I made it even longer. It is now well over 3 miles long. And I'm going against Zero G. Zero, appreciate the help for this, man. Definitely, thank you so much. For a big shout out to Zero G. He's in the Italia GTB Custom, as you can tell. It's got the livery right there. And right off the bat, you can see the Italia GTB Custom has better acceleration. But that's really all it is just the acceleration. The top line speed is better overall, but not by too much. The Italia GTB, the standard model, keeps up with it. And then, after this test, we did one more. This would do, just get a kind of standard out. I did several tests with this, with a whole bunch of vehicles, and it was all about the same. I wanted to make sure there's no issue with lag or any kind of internet connection. Rockstar servers have been real suspect lately, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, once again, I extended this track all the way out to the mountains here. For some cars, it's still not long enough, but good Lord, it's almost 4 miles. It's 3.6 miles, I think, or something like that. I mean, that's a long straightaway on any kind of course. It's going to take a lot. If a car is not going to beat you at this length, I don't think it's going to matter in a race unless it's a 100-lap race. And even then, if you have one mess up in the other car, it'll take that much time to get back at that speed at that. So, I mean, that's kind of like pulling you're kind of splitting ends right there with this. So you see some times right there, 58.8. And for the Italia, we run it one more time here, just to make sure it's got a good, base standard test or whatever. And the outcome. I love this. This is the one thing with the Benny's vehicles. They lose some of the cool customizable options that come on the standard. For example, you saw right there, I had 4 exhausts. I had 2 above my my license plate. And then actually it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I had the exhaust above my license plate, and then the 2 on the left and right at the bottom of my bumper there. And you lose that when you upgrade it to the Benny's, the custom Italia GTB. And I thought that you'd be able to keep that, but maybe I missed a feature or something, or one of the exhaust upgrades. But as far as I can tell, you don't keep that. So maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. I'm gonna go back and change it. But I love that little things like that the standard ones have. Now the upgrade for the Italia GTB Custom is roughly 450,000. So in terms of upgrades, it's not too terribly bad, but still, it's about $500,000. So that's several heists right there. And if it's not needed, don't go for it, because I want to show you guys what the difference between the two are basically. Performance-wise, anyways. Customized, I mean, obviously the Italia GTB is going to have more features overall to customize because it's in the Benny's category than the standard one. But like I said, the standard one has a lot of cool features that you won't get if you customize it. So it really just depends on the person. I would definitely recommend getting the standard and just playing around with it a little bit. Check out the customizable options. Maybe drive your friends, go with your friend into a garage and watch him customize it. There's some times 58.812 and then 59.268. So about a half second difference, maybe a little bit more. Right here, this is a little surprise right here. I wanted to verse the Progen Italia GTB versus the only other Progen in the game, which is the infamous T20. And this is a huge surprise. I did not think this would be the case. As you see right here, the T20 gets out to a decent start. Both vehicles are going to be all-wheel drive. However, very, very quickly, the Italia GTB overpowers it. And this is just the standard. It's not even the custom. This is just the base model. So the Progen T20, which is a $2.2 million car in this game, is getting smoked by a car that is hundreds of thousands of dollars cheaper. So, I mean, you know, it's up to you, right? I mean, it's totally up to you guys. I don't want to say, you know, spend money on this and that. But if you're looking to get a top supercar, but you don't have a lot of money like RE7B money, the Italia is a good investment. I like this car. And as you see right here, I just blow away the T20. It's not even a close comparison. Now, I did not compare these two on a circuit. I will be doing that. But it will be with the custom variant because that is the max model overall. So, anyways, you see that right there. The Italia, of the two Progens, the Italia GTB is the stronger in a straight line, at the very least, than the T20. So that was very, very surprising to me. I did not think that the car that was hundreds of thousands of dollars more would be that badly beaten in a top-line speed test. However, that doesn't really mean a whole bunch. It really matters when you put it on a circuit. But it does give you a telltale sign. As you see right there, 59.193 versus a minute and 1 minute and 0.53 seconds. So a very, very good jump over the T20 right there. Now this is the big test right here. This was, please pay attention, watch this. This is a very, very good test right here. This is the Italia GTB Custom versus the Italia GTB the Standard. There's a $450,000 difference here, and just in the performance, or just with the Benny's upgrade, right? And these two cars, even though you know, you get a lot of more, you get a lot of extra customizable features. Is that worth it? Are the feet, because you get a tremendous amount of customizable options with the standard model, with the regular Italia GTB. So is it worth it to bump up, you know, spend an extra $500,000, you know, just for a few extra upgrades? Now the Italia GTB custom is faster, as you saw right there, in a straight line than the standard Italia. However, as you see on this test right here, on this circuit, this is a track I created. This is called the Underground Race Club, I believe. So I forgot my own name of the track, but I've used this before. It's a great track. It kind of like helps out with you know, handling and traction and things like that. Plus some of the acceleration with some of these cars as well. Just the way the track is made. It's a very short track. So it demands a lot from a car's acceleration and its handling through these corners and things like that. And as you see, both models are literally neck and neck. I mean, they are right there with each other. I mean, I ran, for me personally, the Italia GTB Custom is a little bit more difficult to handle than the Italia GTB Standard. I'm not sure if it's the wide body, if it's whatever aerodynamic, you know, features I put on there, if it's anything extra. 'Cause it does feel like the car is stiffer. It does feel like it's much stiffer to drive. I'm sorry, the custom feels like it's much stiffer to drive. It feels like the handling isn't as loose. It really depends on the car, but I prefer more of like a looser handle because it's a little bit easier to kind of navigate the turns, in my opinion. But you know, that stiffer feel gives you that better traction overall. As you see right here, they were almost identical. I mean, look at that, 2/1000ths of a second. And the overall time went to the standard, the Italia GTB Standard. It barely, I mean, just barely edged out the Italia GTB Custom. Now, do I think that the Custom is better overall performance-wise? Yes, I do. I think with a better driver, someone who's more skilled than me, I'm sure you could get better times. But is it really worth it? Is it that much better overall? And is it worth it for $450,000 extra for the Benny's upgrade? Me personally, I've said this before, right? I'm one of those guys. I like to have the best of everything, so I would spend it to get but I do like the standard. I said this with the Nero. I like the Nero standard better than the Benny's version and the Nero Custom. I like the Italia GTB standard better than the Italia GTB Custom. However, the Custom is better on performance. So I hope this video helped out. You guys know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for the illest, realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay dangerous. Peace.